Okay, so this is a look at your arm action and your backswing and your takeaway. So we're not looking at the body here, we're looking solely at the arms and the feel. The arms in the takeaway go from this position up to this position here, and they cover the right shoulder, okay? And then when you get to the top, let me just check where I'm supposed to be at the top. When you get to the top, you should have a flat right humerus here, okay? So there is the top of your swing, okay? Now you'll notice you've got a habit of doing this, and once you do that, the club, once the left shoulder lifts, you end up coming down in this position. So the left shoulder lifts, you roll it that way, and you end up in this position. But everybody thinks the swing should be, and it's not. The swing should be here. It should be both elbows level, shoulders level, and it's not that way, it's just pitched that way a little bit, and it's in front of your right shoulder. So it's in front of your right shoulder, the elbows are level, okay? Now if you go in the centre, that's not right, it has to come across this way a little bit. So let's start in the centre with a slight pitch that way through the right eye, okay? And so that butt comes that way, the head goes that way, and the shaft will be through the right eye in the middle there, and then move it to your rear shoulder, and that is the top of your backswing. So when you get to the top like this, you're here, and it comes straight down, okay? So it's here. Now you'll notice the butt of the club is pointing at the left hip, which is a relationship you want to keep in the backswing. So the drill or the feeling is the butt of the club continues to point at the hip, and that links in with the shaft going through the right eye down into the right hip, address top of your backswing, and you'll see it's not come that way massively, it's just come there like that, okay? And the elbows are level and the shoulders are level, and that's the top of your backswing now. So let's hit one so you can see what it would look like. So it's here through the right eye, it's connected to the hip. At the top of the backswing you still feel a level of connection to the hip, and you don't want that going under. You want the elbows to remain level, and you don't want the shoulders going like this. You want that to remain level. So you're here, elbows level, and then down and through, okay? So you're here, turn to the back with level elbows. You can see that you said that was at 90 before, but slightly below is okay. That probably is a bit too high, so I'm happy with it being there. Connection to the hip, here, got that connected to the hip, into that position. There's the top. Now you'll notice when you do this, you clear the whole thing very nicely. Okay, which will bring me on to my next lesson after this one. I'm just watching the replay on the screen. You'll see when you come down in the video, you get more on plane on the way down and you're more clear on the way through. Now the other thing you try to do as well is that because you don't want it to roll over this way, you try and keep a connection like this. Instead of it going this way, you try and keep a connection where the right elbow's pinched in a little bit, like this sort of feeling, so it doesn't go down here. So you're not rolling it, and the right elbow has to stay in a little bit like this, rather than, so it's that sort of feeling, rather than it going that way. And that way that'll keep the butt of the club pointing at the right hip, or you're feeling the right hip.